What's up, YouTube? It's Chris, your favorite host for On the Hotbed. Today, we have someone very special. It's someone that actually uses resin printing to help make his living making action figs and bootleg action figs. He's been in panels on San Diego Comic Con, Designer Con. He's got action figs on Super 7. Dude's legit. Somebody different. Like you've all seen the normal people. This time we have someone that's actually doing this for more than just fun. So let's add Mr. Peter from Killer Bootlegs. What's up,
Hey,
Peter? Nothing. Causing trouble as per usual.
cool, man.
What have you been up to? Anything? So people need to know this, by the way. Peter lives 10 minutes from me.
Yeah,
He's another Rockford native, so pretty. Normally we'd be hanging out doing this down here, but social distancing right now.
right.
Got to keep it going. So what you got going on, buddy?
Just hanging out, man. Lazy Saturday, kind of.
Everyone likes a good lazy Saturday, man.
Yep.
So you use resin printing to help with some of the action figure stuff you make, because like above you are a bunch of your figs and stuff. I
Yep.
got a bunch of your figs, so like I don't know if many people have seen these. Like, here's the official Chris action figures made
Oh
by Killer
yeah.
Bootlegs himself. I got my wedding one where I'm wearing my vest and my fanciness. Even got my knit hat on. You guys can't see. There's my little knit hat. And then there's just me outside with my Atari shirt on. Two different beard styles.
Yep.
So, in case you're wondering, there is an action figure of the Chris. So, if you need pre-orders $100 a piece, send all the money to Peter, and he'll start making them. And he's like, no, don't.
I gotta find those molds, man. But yeah, they're
Yeah.
around here somewhere.
I guess I should point out, if you people want action figures, be prepared to spend a bunch of money, because he's not going to stop what he's doing to just make you one action figure of yourself. So, I know someone's going to ask me in chat about, can you make me an action figure? You better be ready to buy like 100 of them, because
Nah,
Pete is a busy guy.
I would actually probably point you in the direction of other people that do more custom orders. I've kind of stopped doing that stuff.
Yeah, you're famous now. Like,
No, not so much, but I'm just trying to focus more on my own intellectual properties versus making parodies of Star Wars and other things.
Yeah.
So,
because you started like doing, because there's a video of you on Amazon. Like, I think I posted the name of the video in the description. So if you want to kind of see a little bit more about Peter and the bootleg action figure thing, there's that
Master
video.
Casters.
Yeah, Mastercasters on Amazon Instant Prime. So
Yeah.
again, this guy's famous. Like, he's on Amazon Prime. Like, who else do you know that's on Amazon Prime? Joseph Proust is not on Amazon Prime, guys. I'm just throwing that out there. Like,
You're making my head bigger than it already looks, man.
yeah, we just got to zoom in more. No. Every time I say something about you, just get a little closer to the camera, a little closer to the camera. No, it's crazy. Like, it's but you use a little bit of 3D printing on it. You don't actually print everything in 3D prints, but you do like head sculpts, and like someone will send you a sculpt. Photos Mint made a sculpt for you. Like, it's sitting in the background. Like, this is a Photos Mint exclusive that no one's ever really seen besides like 5 people.
Yeah.
Of your Phantom Star Killer.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, like basically what I would do is print it and then sculpt it into the work that I'm working on, and then make a mold of it, and then cast it in 2-part resin, like epoxy resin.
Nice. Yeah. So again,
I've been doing that stuff for years. Like right when resin printing first started coming out, even like I don't know, nearly 8, 9, 10 years ago. Like we were already. Had friends that were 3D sculpting and sending me stuff, and so it's been a big part. I mean, not a big part, but it's been a part of my business for years.
Yeah, because I remember seeing them. Like, I've been down to your workshop, it's crazy down there. If you got all the tanks and all the 2-part epoxies and resins, and there's like molds everywhere, and then like it's like the history of resin like bootleg action figures that just surrounds you.
Yeah.
But it's pretty intense. Like, again, like I remember seeing like you had that sculpt of I think the Wolfman was sent as a resin print.
Yep. The Curse of the Wolf Man. My friend Tyler Ham did that. The Alfred Hitchcock figure I did.
Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock was a resin.
2000. I don't know how long ago that was. 2010, 11, something like that. I mean, I think you didn't even shoot that one for me yet. So that was like before we were.
Not the original one.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
because you were in that art show first, and then I started shooting.
Yeah. That was like the one that I did way later.
Yeah.
That I did for that show you did too.
Yep,
it was like a special Hitchcock. But yeah, that was a 3D printed head that was like sculpted onto an existing like Boss Hog figure from Dukes of Hazzard or something. And
yeah, it's the same body that my body is. So if my arms are from that same.
No, that's not. That was from a Fisher Price cameraman.
Oh, okay.
That's what like the base of yours was.
I have accessories, guys. Like I have a film camera with this one and a disc golf disc with this one. You guys don't even know how fun it is.
I made the hot pink disc golf disc for you and I put my logo on it. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they were both like birthday presents, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
Just like a I love you Chris present. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Everyone loves an I love you Chris present. Mostly Chris's, but Kyle Davis threw in $5 for tacos, and now Thomas is throwing in $5 for tacos. Peter, we have to go get some tacos now that the stores are starting to open up. I've been doing food truck tacos.
Yeah.
Because you can't really walk into Dos Reales right now and be like, sit down and have tacos. So.
Right.
Are you ready for the lightning round, the heat up round?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Let's see here. What printer do you have? What is your resin?
Longer 10. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Longer 10.
Longer 10. Yeah. Okay. Because again, you start out most people like you. I would actually send you prints.
Yeah. Like, most of my, even like up until very recently, like you would print something for me, or another one of my friends would print it and send it, and it, sometimes there's sizing issues where it's like I might have, said this is what I want, and then it ends up it's like I want it just a little bigger or something. So it just with the price of resin printers coming so crazy far down recently, a buddy of mine got a longer 10 and was like, you need to just grab one. They're like $200,
Yeah.
So
they're getting down in price. Like I bought the Photon, which is like $300 when it first came out, like $299. Yeah, that thing's a workhorse. Like people use that thing forever. Then there's like the Mars.
I remember when you got that. That was kind of like before they were like, wasn't it like before they had like kind of gone public or something?
It's kind of like right before they got popular.
Yeah, okay.
Because they were out, and then there was like a small. Now it's like everyone has.
Yeah, I remember even being like, I'm gonna get this like cheaper version. Like we'll see how it does. I don't know how it'll do. Kind of, and then that's like what people get now.
Yeah, that's now the base model.
Right.
And it's actually a really good printer, which is nice. Now I got like 2 resin printers and a cure and wash station, and I don't like resin printing.
Right.
Like you lived your whole life like working with actual resin, and you were just talking about earlier how like the difference between 2-part epoxy resin and 3D printing resin, how much grosser 3D print resin is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gross. Like, and that's why I don't like it. I hate the cleaning process. Like I don't. And you're like, I just throw it in a mold and put 2 things together and squeeze it and throw it in the air tank and it's done. And I'm sitting here like, yep, still scrubbing with a toothbrush.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I do all that too. You know what I mean? Like after my prints, like I still spend hundreds of hours processing everything I do. So
I hate that stuff.
Popping it out of the mold and being like, fuck it, here it goes out the door.
Do you have a favorite resin?
For 3D printing?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only on like my second bottle, really. But I got the gray longer resin, and that I like that better than the flesh shit it came with. Like,
it came with flesh.
It came with like this peachy flesh stuff, and I mean, I think it was more orange, kind of. It'll be like this is an longer orange product, maybe. I don't know, but I didn't like the resin it came with at all, and I got this gray stuff. And you've printed me a lot of prints in gray before, and I feel like as you're, sanding it and finishing it up, you can see everything so much better on like a gray base.
Prototype color.
Yeah, 100%. So like, I don't know. I would recommend everybody using gray resin. I just think that it much.
It's all I ever use now is fun something
Yeah.
with fun in it.
See, you felt like I was kind of nervous to like, I didn't know what I needed to get. So I was just like, if it's made by them longer, like it has to work in the machine. Like, I don't know if you can just be like, I'm going to use this kind for this and this kind for that. Like,
you're not the technical 3D printer yet. Fun to do.
No,
there it
I'm
is.
Still very all of it.
Oh, your internet's slowing down. Oh, he's jogging.
Is it?
There we go. Now it's better. Oh, now it's not working.
Okay. I could hear you the whole time.
Perfect. That's all that matters. Let's see here. Favorite 80s movie?
Is it?
Oh.
Okay.
There's a delay. Here, hop back out and use that same link to hop back in. Sometimes that fixes it.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
Happy 40th anniversary.
He's hopping out and hopping back in. I'm ready. I got the button right here. See, Fotis with the fun to do win. He's like, fun to do. We'll go look at Fotis's design again. Fotis made this. Phantom Star Killer. And then while that's going on, I can pull this out and share screen. Super 7. So you can actually see his action figures on Super 7. Oh, we got Killer. What's up, Peter?
What's up, man? Sorry about that.
Dude, it happens, man. That's welcome to the streaming things. I just know that if you pop out, pop back in, it usually fixes it. So we started looking at your action figures on Super 7.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Yeah, he's got this is the Phantom Star Killer, and you got two different versions on here. You've got the Air Apparition and Blacked Out Banshee. Just order the Blacked Out Banshee.
Yes.
All right. Let's take all that off.
Yeah.
And go back to the question round. Ooh, here we go. What are your turnip prices today? Yep.
Turnip?
Apparently you don't play Animal Crossing.
I don't know what that means, man.
It's an Animal Crossing thing. Just seeing if you play Animal Crossing.
No.
I know you got a Switch, so.
Oh.
Let's see here. If you're gonna buy another resin printer, what would it be? Would you get the same one, or would you get something different?
I would get something with a bigger print bed. 100%.
Nice. What's your
That's
favorite?
What I would base it.
What's your favorite snack?
Sweet Hawaiian Crunchers.
Sweet Hawaiian. I've never heard of Sweet Hawaiian. I'm gonna go look this up.
Sweet Hawaiian onion. Sweet Hawaiian onion crunchers. Potato chips.
What? Oh yeah, Sweet Hawaiian
like
onion
crack,
chips.
Yo.
What?
Yeah.
I've never heard of these things, and here they are at Target.
Dude, they're the everybody who hasn't had them, try them.
Oh my gosh, sweet Maui onion rings. Kettle style potato. What? What's up, RCCNC? Marcus asked if you make your own pressure pot.
Yeah. If you like that, check them.
Uh-oh, his audio's cutting out again.
Yeah, I do actually. I mean, I not from scratch or anything, but I've just used Harbor Freight pressure pots or paint pressure tanks and convert them.
Nice. Yeah, your audio's getting weird again. It's like you'll talk and then there's like a pause and then it delays and then you'll start to the word.
Is it better now?
Not really. It's like one of those days.
Better?
Not yet. Sounds like the internet's getting poopy over there. Who's downloading porn on your internet, Peter?
Can you hear me now?
A little bit better.
Can you hear me now?
Still hear you. There's just a long delay on your video.
Okay, do you want me to try it again? Go back
Yeah, pop out, pop back in.
and come back.
Killer audio. Deep River chips here make sweet. What? All right, now I got to go find these frickin' chips. You people are crazy. Hey, my internet's fine, but I have that crazy, like, super high speed cable internet because I have to upload stuff. Ooh, Skyrim, can you, there is water soluble resin. So yes. I don't know how well it works. I have backed out of the resin game. Resin game and I don't get along. Hey, what's up, Peter?
Sorry, man.
It's all good. Welcome to the internet.
Yeah.
Telling you, it's your neighbor downloading all that illegal stuff. Why don't I like
something
resin?
like that. We'll see if it works any better.
Let's see here. Oh, who would win in a battle? You or Sucklord? Oh yeah, physical.
Physical battle? I would for sure. He's a fucking Weasley little wimp. I think I could overpower him for sure.
Oh man.
Plus, I'm like 20 years younger than him. Like most people don't know that, but he's like 60 years old.
He's what?
Yeah, he was born in 1966.
Oh dang, he was around for like the space launch to the moon.
100%. There's videos of him, or like not videos, but pictures of him sitting there watching it.
Let's see here. And then last question, Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees. Who would win?
Myers for sure.
What? All these wrong answers on this show. So this is the part of the show where if anyone wants to ask any questions, ask some questions in the chat and I'll pop them in here. Let me get the comment section up here. Yeah, and someone's suggesting just kill the video. That usually sometimes works. But if anyone has any questions for Peter, throw them in the comments. I'm going to go pop out his website, thekillerbootlegs.com, and take a look at that real quick. Share screen. Killer Bootlegs. Ooh, yeah. What type of paint do you use?
See,
Oh, the audio kicked off.
Testers Aztec and Delta Ceramic Coat.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't use the testers because they were local, right? Is there a testers place locally?
Sucks, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just a super long delay. Pop back in without video. Sometimes that fixes the internet stuff. So testers paints. Because like... This is one of his action figs. Walking Dead. Doesn't have any paint on it. But look at that. It's me. Like that's totally... I should probably get the Longbeard version. Longbeard. Back to the share screen. He's got a bunch of figures. Ooh, the gallery. What? Oh, yeah, the banana. What's up, Peter?
All right. Is that better?
Yeah, there's no delay now.
All right.
All right, so let's see here.
Sorry about that.
Oh, dude, it's whatever. Let's see. So you answer the paint question. Let's see. Are you selling independently, commissions, or licensing work? I think you're doing all of it, but...
Yeah, all that stuff. You know, it really depends. Like lately, I've been just doing a lot of the licensed stuff because I'm working on writing a comic book or the script for a series of comic books. So just working on a lot of the packaging stuff for licensed stuff and digital sculpts and physical sculpts and all this stuff for licensed stuff that we're working on.
Nice. Yeah, because Phantom Starkiller is picked up by Reflection, so or Reanimation or Reaction Figs from Super 7.
Yeah, Super 7.
And then you've got the vinyl figs, right? Those things are.
Yeah, those are. I independently make those myself. With over in China with a few factories. But yeah, we've got a lot of different colors of those coming out.
Yeah, I saw the rainbowish ones. Oh, we lost Peter. We've got connections. I'm gonna keep looking at his stuff. More Walking Dead. Yeah, there's the multicolor Phantom Starkiller vinyl figs. Here's one that he did with who's that rapper from Wu-Tang Clan? Who was this guy from the Wu-Tang Clan again?
Czarface.
Yeah, Czarface Killer, right?
Hello?
Hey, hello?
All right. Yeah. Sorry, dude. I keep getting kicked off.
I think YouTube might be down because...
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Because no one's posted a chat in a while. Let me take a look if YouTube might be down again.
You hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Let's see if it's still going.
What did Tekashi 69 release? Did Tekashi 69 release a new video or something?
Maybe. There we go. There we go. Everything's working. Everyone's chatting. It's just a delay. You're good. Ooh, there's Kenny Powers.
You hear me now?
Got you.
Okay.
You have so many figures on your website. Yeah, there's the...
Yeah, so that Kenny Powers, that was so delayed.
I think it's...
Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, a little bit. You're getting you're going in and out. Do a router reset or restart the computer. Have you done that in a while?
It's like a huge...
Oh yeah, that's a long delay. Yeah, so we're gonna take a look at more of his figures here. He's also on Instagram at Killer Bootlegs. Got some Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David. What's funny is I remember. Ooh, there's a Hammer Collection one. Unplug it and plug it back in. Yeah. Welcome to YouTube live streaming. Spray can. Yeah, here's the Luke Skywalker from the first new ones. Man, so many action figures. Keep your questions popping in while I wait for Peter to do a reboot. Ooh. What's up, Peter?
Yo, is it working better now?
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, so now we're talking about, let's see, what are you working on right now?
Right now, working on writing a comic book script for a series of comics that I'm doing with Scout Comics and Black Caravan under their Black Caravan imprint.
Nice. So you're going to be a famous comic book writer now.
And designing packaging or working on layout packaging stuff for super figures. We'll see. Hopefully, I mean, we're working on a lot of stuff. I mean, developing script for it to be turned into cartoon or television or movie as well. Like a lot of stuff. It's all kind of going on. So we'll see what happens.
So then you'll be able to buy all the cool 3D printers.
Yeah,
Gonna be
that'd
turning
be
on my
rad.
Saturday morning cartoons.
I'd get like some kind of. I would probably invest in. I would be investing in like some real high tech scanning equipment,
Oh, you can
probably.
do that thing where I keep saying you should scan all the action figs. Scan the world. Yeah, I still think there's like a huge delay. You're probably like
Exactly.
catching things. You don't do any FDM, do you? You don't have any like regular.
100%.
Oh man.
No, I've never done any FD. Just because the the layers, like the lines, it's just too harsh.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's see here, and then let's see. Still having some delay issues, I think.
Yeah.
What was your like favorite figure that you're working on that had some resin printing to it?
Dude, yeah. There's gonna be like a new. We're working on a new Star Killer figure that's more inspired by the
Okay.
original concept art.
Oop. We lost to Peter. And this is why America needs to declare the internet as a necessity. So you get good connection speeds. Apologize for the screen or the screen. It is one of those days. It's like you get. What's funny? We were on here for like 30 minutes before the stream, just chatting in the back, perfectly fine. Everything was going good, and then it's just like, haha. What up, Peter?
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
Or is
hear
there
you.
a delay? Okay.
Um,
Jesus Christ, man.
I should remember to remind all guests to always restart their routers and restart all their computers and like pray to the internet gods before joining a live stream. Oh,
Yeah. Fuck, man.
let's see here.
I
Sherif asks, what's your after printing process, like priming, painting, and so on? So do you do any of that stuff?
yeah, so like after printing, I guess yeah, I would definitely. Well, more recently, I've been having to prime prints before making any molds of them because I had like a weird reaction happen where like the silicone didn't ever set around the 3D print, and I had never had that happen before, and I'd printed or I've molded tons of things that came off 3D printers over the years and that weren't primed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But then as I started looking into why that happened, I guess that's kind of the standard that you have to prime it prior to making a.
Whoop. In the middle of a good story. It's talking about priming things. So print, clean, sand, prime, mold. Ooh, that's a good question, Chris. Dude's been doing it for a while. Like a long while. I was gonna call Peter. Use your phone. Man, I wish it was a good. I remember trying to read books to learn how to draw as a kid, and that was just a painful experience. And realizing that apparently either I can't read or I can't follow directions because I still couldn't learn how to draw. Yeah, that stuff's hard to find, man. I bought 2 cases of it because I always like to have some around, and that was well before the scarcity happened on anything. Hey, what's up, Peter? You're on your phone.
Yeah, fuck that computer. I'm gonna try my phone. Let's see how this works.
I think probably a lot better. Probably loves you.
Okay. Yeah, fuck that computer, man.
Let's see here. Chris asks, how long did it take for you to get a popular figure?
Quite a while. I mean, I've been doing this for like maybe 12 years, I guess. And yeah, about 12, 13 years. And Phantom Starkiller came out. I mean, well, I guess he wasn't like my very first popular one. I mean, I made a lot of like mashup stuff that got I guess some notoriety, you know. But I don't know. I'm sure you guys have seen, like, all you guys 3D printing guys have seen like a Buddha body with like pop culture head on it.
Yeah, that's a big thing in our 3D
Yeah,
printing.
like I kind of.
Oh, now we lost him because he probably switched to he got off the Wi-Fi.
Fuck.
There we go. Now you're back. But now you have no audio. Where's the audio button?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm heading down to my studio so there's not so many people around the house.
Down in the basement with the graffiti wall by your brother and Michael Myers in the corner. That was creepy as hell. There's just a giant Michael Myers there. Murphy's Law. So yeah, well, you were talking about the Buddha bodies and then it cut out.
Yeah, like I made that. Like I had never seen anything before me making that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Balance it.
And now it's kind of like a thing I see all the time. So.
Yep, there's a bunch of those all over. Like they're all over the 3D print. Like if you go to Thingiverse and type in Buddha, you're
I know.
like 50 or 60 different Buddha bodies with different heads.
100%. 100%. But I did a Boba Fett one called it Buddha Fett, and I made it in my grandma's basement a long time ago.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean that was probably actually like whoever asked what the first thing that got like popular, that was it. I mean, I started getting written up about. I posted it on Facebook, and people started like posting it on blogs like worldwide and writing about it.
Man, now I got to start. I'm gonna start buying some Buddha bodies and carving heads onto it.
There's like a million dudes that got that unlocked. Like my buddy Extraterrestrial or ETC Toys, Extraterrestrial. He kind of like picked it up and ran with it. So like I made the thing, and then like a bunch of other dudes like kept making them, like flipping it and putting different heads on them in the handmade resin community.
Yeah.
And then he like really like pushed it to the point where like that's probably like where 95% of people have seen it, stuff like that, or that like style of thing is from him and like a few other guys that really took it to the next level. Like I just kind of birthed it, and then I didn't keep going with it. You know what I mean? Like
you kept changing
one thing and then kept going. Like, but other dudes have like really focused on that, you know. But that was the first one that really kind of like took off, and then like Frankenfett was like another one that really.
Oh, I should have brought my Frankenfett down. I got him upstairs.
I had some in my up there, but then I started moving around with stuff.
He made an action figure with an actual launching rocket backpack that actually launches pretty good.
Yeah, here's one. It's right here.
Yeah.
But then I was gonna say like a thing with 3D printing or scanning or everything. Like this was the 3 3/4 inch version.
Yeah.
Like. See, I fucking left it upstairs, but we had like one. Yeah, or 8 inches. So like here's like a rocket from an 8-inch one. Like it was scanned and then bumped up and then made much larger, you know, with the technology that, you know, everybody is talking.
I remember the giant one you did with the glow in the dark hands and head.
Yeah.
It was like the original G.I. Joe size.
Yeah, that was like a 12-inch one, and that was one that I handmade those.
Yeah.
But
Because you handmade
we
those skeleton Phantom Star Killers with the outfit and
Yep.
everything. Ooh,
Yep.
Robbie. So Robbie's a local painter. He does like really good painting. He says
Oh, cool.
platinum cure causes issues with resin requiring priming and painting. Tin cure works with resin without issue. So if
Right.
you
So
want to
yeah,
try that,
100%. That's I figured that out too in researching. And that was the difference, that I was just using a different silicone one. And then when I switched to another one, I was like, I mean, I'm using a different one since whatever I was using back then. But yeah, that was definitely the reasoning. Thanks, Robbie.
I think this is an easy one. I think you just keep watching bad '80s movies and you constantly get
Uh,
your creative juices going.
100% keeping my creative juices going. I've been like enveloping myself in just awesome stuff and to get inspiration. That's kind of like what I think like the masters, what people would consider masters of our time, like Quentin Tarantino, George
Yeah,
Lucas. They like took everything that was influential on them and then make a pastiche out of that stuff and create something new. And that's what I do, and I would recommend everybody do. Just
yeah,
take like everything that you love and that makes up you, I suppose,
yeah,
and then just create new stuff out of that. Just pick and choose and kind of cherry pick what you think is the dopest,
yeah.
and then make something new out of it. That's like what I've done. And that's, like you look at Stranger Things, like what did they do? It's like that they did that, took
Yeah.
things when they were kids that were influential upon them, same as
And made a
me,
made a cool show about it.
Yeah, 100%.
See, Peter giving life lessons on stream. Like
Yeah, I mean,
we
I'm
lost
probably
some
giving
viewers.
away
They're all like, "You giving away
I'm
trade
probably
secrets."
giving away trade secrets. But yeah, that's for everyone who's gonna watch this or watch this is watching this. Yeah, if you want to make cool shit, that's the way to do it.
Surround yourself with cool shit.
Hundred
And
percent.
then Sharif asks, "Do you use airbrush, and if so, just for base coats?"
Yeah, 100%. I use airbrush for base coats. I mean, when I'm doing something like a mask like that back there, or wherever it's at,
Yeah,
that's or like painting masks and stuff. Like a lot of that's more airbrush work than when I do my figures, like the
yeah,
smaller scale stuff. I'll do like a base coat with airbrush and then hand paint everything and do
nice,
washes and rubs and all the every technique that you can use. I try to incorporate into my handmade stuff.
man. Yeah, because you're now down in that room with all like the history of bootlegging down there.
Yeah, kind
That,
of.
yeah, kind of. What are you talking about? There's like 7,000 action figures down there.
Yeah.
You still got that box of wrestling figs I gave you to strip apart for
Yeah,
parts?
yeah, they're here somewhere.
Oh man.
There's,
Um,
they're all around me actually.
yeah. Oh, so much fun stuff down there. So we kind of talked about what you're working on now, and then you got cut off and cut back on. But so you're working on licensing your IP more now. So instead of
Yeah,
making the bootleg stuff, like taking other artwork and making a hodgepodge of it and making it your own, you're now working more on making your own. Because you're talking about that like on the stream, like you could be like, I could make another Kenny Powers action figure right now, and then making 5 grand off of an action figure. I've been spending like
yeah,
a month working on it, and then you have no time to do anything else. But
right,
instead, you're taking your time right now, going, I'm going to work on my shit, which is a life goal. Like if it
right.
goes off, then I get to do all this stuff and it's mine.
Yeah,
So that's really cool. It's like again, like we have a lot of artists in the community. Like Fotis and Chris
yeah,
Frieze here in chat, and Wexter, and a few other guys in here. They design stuff. Like that's a thing that they do
yeah,
right now. And a lot of it is taking, like you did, like you took someone else's IP and made it your own.
yeah,
So
yeah,
this head and this arm and whatever, and these guys are
yeah,
like like Fotis's Killer Phantom Star Killer. It's just your IP made in his style.
yeah, 100%. That's what
Yeah,
I've been doing too.
yeah. And now you've gone past that, and you're branching to an area where it's your IP and your creative mind, and you're not hodgepodging. You're just like, this is me from ground, from start to finish.
Right.
Yeah, we do have like the three pimps of We need a few more to have all the pimps of designing. Like we need I don't even remember Eastman. Where the hell is Eastman? That guy's always working. Justin Sharp. There's you and Sucklord Bootleg Gods.
Thanks, man. Yeah, and Healy Made. Don't leave Healy Made out.
Yeah.
And he's another. I think it was like us three, and that's it for me.
There's some good stories for you here, Chris Frieze. You willing to talk about those IP
Yeah.
strikes from?
Yeah.
Go for it, man.
So I've gotten cease and desist from HBO in regards to Kenny Powers. I've got them from Campbell's Soup in regards to the Star Warhol figures I made, which was like a Campbell's Soup can with R2D2 legs.
Yeah, I remember those.
We got one from the Alfred Hitchcock, like Life Association or whatever his family is, probably protecting their intellectual property. But more times than not, it's like always gone down as like I'm just making fan art, like I'm done making it. Like there wasn't a ton of them made, and they just drop it. It's usually like a bot that is like going out looking for keywords and it catches keywords and they just send them out to everybody saying, hey, you're doing, because I was tagging it with Campbell's Soup and Andy Warhol, or you know what I mean?
You make like 50 to 100 of them, so it's not like.
Yeah, I'm not.
And then you move on to the next.
And I'm dealing with this myself now because like every day, more and more people are making like these fan art interpretations of Phantom Starkiller. And I, on the other hand, embrace it because it's like I don't want to be that asshole who's like, hey, stop making my thing. You're infringing on my rights, blah, blah, blah. Like I've spent my whole life, like not my whole life, but my whole career as an artist essentially taking from other companies and other people and using their likeness to my advantage. So I don't want to be the guy now who's like, you can't do that. But at the same time, like I don't want people like to get absorbed by greed and be like, when all my fans like rush their site and buy the thing that they're making, then they like turn around and be like, we're just going to make 15 different colors of this. And now they're making Phantom Starkiller stuff, which has happened a couple times. And, I haven't addressed it publicly or anything, but you definitely feel a certain way. And I can see, I have sympathy with, larger, I mean, maybe not larger, massive brands, but like medium homespun brands like myself that kind of deal with copyright infringement, But for now, I'm just going to embrace it because I figure it's more eyes on what I'm doing and it just spreading the love.
In your industry, I think they understand you're the originator of it.
Yeah, 100%. And it's all like tribute stuff. And that's so like let's say like 95% of the time, like it's all in love and they hit me up first and they're like, yo, we're sending you a bunch of them in different colors. And if you want like part of the money, like, and usually I just say, no, go ahead, do your thing, man. Like you're the one doing it. Send me one and I'll put it, like someday it'd be cool to have like a gallery show that has like fucking hundreds of different things that all these people made bootlegs of my thing that was once bootleg and now it's become like a real thing. So it's like I'll never forget where I came from. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always going to be DIY till I die. Like regardless of if I'm making, hundreds of thousands of dollars making a fucking movie and or if I'm making toys in my basement. Like I'm still going to be the same way and bring as many people with me as I can, like to do cool stuff, like if somebody does something cool, obviously I'm going to be like, let's fucking roll with this. You know what I mean? So there's come lots of opportunities where people just did something out of fandom and like the love for my character and and then I'm turned around and been like, let's collaborate, like, let's roll with this, and versus being like an asshole and being like, hey, stop what you're doing. This is my thing. Like, I don't care. Like, and that's how bigger corporations are,
So here's a really good one too. So we kind of talked about those couple of copyright strikes that you had. What about some of the good stuff? Because like the first thing comes to my mind when I think of the good stuff is when Mark Hamill's son bought that action figure you made of him and then gave it to him for Father's Day, and then you're just like, Chris, take a look who's got my figure.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff like that's happened. Where like Yeah, me and my friend Brad Rader, Battle Babies is like another OG of like the action figure customizing kind of game. We collaborated on a old man Luke figure. Like we're both huge vintage Star Wars action figure fans.
Yeah.
And fans in general of just all Star Wars. And so when the first movie came out and they didn't make a figure of Luke, obviously to keep from a marketing standpoint, to keep it a secret of his involvement, I guess, or maybe, I mean, we all knew he was going to be in the film, but we
Yeah.
didn't know how short his time in the film would be, and it was just kind of fucking weird. But
Yeah.
they didn't make a figure of him, so we were like, you know what, like we'll make a figure of Luke, like old man Luke.
Yeah.
And so we made I think there was like 100 of those we made. We did like 4 different versions, and just through, I guess, social media and stuff, Nathan Hamill saw them, or I'm sure actually he followed both of us, but he saw that we were doing them and thought it was cool, and got in touch with Brad. And I think I made them, Brad painted them, we sent them to them, and Mark sent us back a picture of him holding them. And it's just opened a lot of different doors. All the things I've done, tons of times I've made things that I wasn't necessarily supposed to be making, and it's put me in touch with people that you know it's been cool to work with, I guess.
Yeah,
Or
because I
work for.
remember you were doing these guys, and doesn't the guy from The Walking Dead, doesn't he send out someone to buy these from you every time you bring them out to the?
Yeah, yeah. I was just talking about that the other day too. But yeah, there's like one of the head guys at um whatever the publishing company is, I can't remember, that makes the Walking Dead comic book, is like a huge fan of the figures. Has them all in his office and stuff.
These things are dope though, and I got this is a one of one still, isn't it?
Yeah. I never did make another gray one.
Ah, see, this is why you get into the Peter Goral Killer Bootlegs game early, so you can get those one of ones. Because when he gets famous, and you're like, I want $10 million for this. It's carded, bro. NIB.
You're
Um,
welcome.
that's hilarious. So Robbie does he does 2D art.
No,
So
cool.
like if you've seen a race car, he's probably done a wrap for it. So he designs like wraps and stuff for it and works
Sick.
for advertising companies. Justin asking an actual industry question.
Yeah, I see it. That I would be looking out at a new guy. Who am I? There's like a bunch of new guys that all like really get my attention and do cool shit. Readful Things is somebody who's doing some real interesting things. Nekusatsu Toys does some cool shit. I mean, there's a lot of guys. I have to think about it. I
Yeah.
wish I had a list, because I'm probably leaving like so many guys out that do. I mean, there's a lot of them. Like I can probably. If anybody wants to know, hit me up, and I'll on IG, and I'll send you some links of people that I think are dope. I just can't think off the top of my head.
This is Robot Chicken in real life. It is. This is Robot Chicken in real life.
Kind of. I wish they'd get a hold of me. Like Seth Green collects my stuff, and I wish they would be like, "Hey, man, like let's do something." That'd be cool.
I'm willing to bring cameras. We can stop action figure, some Killer Bootlegs action figure stuff. Do
Yeah.
some
There's
voiceover.
my 3D printer, guys. I'm
What?
sitting
He's even
right
got on a
there.
base to keep it from the ground. Look at that.
Well, just so it's level, actually, because this table. That's why, like right on top, I've got a. I don't know if you can see it. How is it? There's like a little level. See
Oh,
that?
you got a spirit level up there.
Yeah. Just to make sure that
Nice.
it stays level. Yeah.
So we've talked about what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Justin, hit him a message at Killer Bootlegs at on the Instagram.
Yeah. I'll
He's not
send some cool
he's
guys
not a
your way.
Twitter guy. I mean, he's on Twitter, but he's not a Twitter guy like us 3D print people. But what's next? Like, what's next for Killer Bootlegs or the future? What's the future of
Um,
Killer Bootlegs?
a lot of more like mass produced stuff. Like we're working on a lot of mass produced stuff to start rolling out directly from me and via other companies.
Nice. So other
Working on
stuff
the
like
comic
kind of
books.
like Super 7, but maybe other stuff.
Yeah, yeah, they've got the 3 3/4 inch retro style game on lock, hands down,
Yeah.
best in the business.
They got
Outside of that,
Beavis and Butthead action figures, and that just made me
yeah.
go wild while I was looking at it.
But there are other styles of toys that I would like to make. You know what I mean? Like I think that there's some um, really interesting things happening. You know, that are more articulated or have higher detail. You know, different styles of toys that they don't necessarily make. That
Yeah.
I do want to make. So I'm just doing it. You know.
Feeling that one. I remember you were doing some that were more He-Man style for a while, because these are basically He-Man sized, right?
Yeah,
The
that one
the
is
the
that one
vinyls.
is that one's specifically made to be like a He-Man style figure size. Yeah, so
So
something
much
like
fun.
5.5. We've been talking about doing more 3 3/4, but more articulation, more detail. Minifigures, Keshis, more vinyl figures. Trying to get the Super Shogun Star Killer going that a lot of people have been asking for. Trying to get that made 24 inches, which is turning out to be more of a reality than I thought it was going to be initially, and that just happened from posting on it and organically being approached to try and
Nice.
make it happen. So anybody who's wondering, that we're going to be that's in works, so hopefully sooner than later.
Oh my god, they got My Pet Monster.
Yeah.
Dude, while you're talking, I'm just going through here. And you've
I
done other IP stuff. You've done other stuff, like you've got I've got a bunch of your pins, the resin pins,
mhm.
the whatever those things are called, the epoxy ones with the tin, and they paint them with the cool colors.
Yeah. That guy
Done
you're
those.
holding's the next guy that's coming out with Super 7. Like he's going to be the next reaction figure.
Draco Knuckle Duster.
Yep.
I remembered.
Yep. And then the comic book encompasses all that stuff. So it's it's being in the Phantom Star Killer, Draco Knuckle Duster, that whole world, and developing more of the characters out that
Yep.
I've got, because I have tons of stuff that I've created. All of it hasn't made physical form into action figures yet. But that's the goal, is to keep developing the world out, introducing more characters via the comic, and then having them made as making them as toys further down the line, or not in the not too near distant future, actually.
You need some more Muscle Men. I remember those that you did.
Just wait, man. I'm just saying, just wait, because
Oh,
I think a lot of people, don't realize that, to kind of make something large scale, it's, a lot of planning and
yeah.
preparation and getting stuff going. So and this has all been going on for a lot, for like a year, that things have been in the works for a lot of stuff. And when it starts coming out, there's going to be a wave that just hits, and people are going to, it's going to be unstoppable. So
We can't wait.
Fotis,
Thanks,
you're
Fotis.
the king, dude, among men.
Fotis over there. It's like, hopefully, Fotis, like, I've been bugging him, like, dude, you should make action figure stuff. And he's like, I can.
Yeah, he
Like,
totally
dude.
could.
Yeah.
Trying to get Michael in the background.
Dude, Michael I need to get me one of those down here.
Dude, I'll make you one. I made this thing.
What?
Yeah, I
Dude,
mean, I took a mask and rehauled it and got the jumpsuit and put it on a bust.
Oh man.
It's
So I need
scary
I
as
need a
fuck.
Jason Voorhees though, because I'm a Jason
I've
man.
got one of him too. There's one in
What?
the other room. You haven't been over in a long time, dude.
Man, they gotta stop making diseases come out when I'm
Yeah,
normally my slow season. It's like, it's slow
yeah.
season and you're stuck at home.
There's a busted Jason that I'll actually give you, dude, the next time you come
Oh.
over.
Oh.
That I'd love to
Ah.
have on the background as every show from here on out.
Because it's getting sparse back there. Like, there's just printers, which is cool. Like,
Dude, it
But
looks crazy back there actually with all those printers.
yeah, I wish they were all running. I only got the carbon fiber stuff running right now because I got parts to print for orders. 'Cause that's what I do now. Like that's been my income now. I
Yeah,
sell printed parts for printers
cool.
and host people every week at 12 o'clock. Well, maybe 2 weeks. I think is the only one I'm not going to have anybody on because I have an actual wedding that day.
Do
Be
you?
doing
Wow.
yeah, first one of the year.
I'm gonna head back upstairs because I left a bunch of stuff on the table that I don't want my dog to eat, actually.
Let's see. Justin asked, "Do you do all your card back art?"
No, I don't actually. I mean, I do all the layouts for them, but I have a bunch of different artists that I work with that do card back art for me.
Oh, this one's autographed 2016.
What's that?
I said you autographed this in 2016.
Dang. Time flies, man.
Yeah, it does. That was one of the first art shows we did at the studio.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you were the featured artist with like tons of stuff there that day.
Hell yeah. I remember.
Awesome. All right, anything else you want to chat about before we're almost at that hour point?
No, we can keep talking if you want. I just was making sure there was nothing my dog was going to eat. I left up on the table.
How was little doggy man?
Lucas, he's good. We're actually
He's got to
getting
be
a
old
new.
now.
He's like 3, maybe. Yeah, he's 3. But we're getting a new puppy on the 28th, and
What?
yeah, I'm just trying to get in the habit of making sure everything is not able to be
Edible.
fucked. I had like some older rare toys up there that incorporated 3D printing that if we came up in the conversation, I could hold them up.
Yeah.
And I just was like, I ran down kind of in a hurry when I grabbed my phone, and I was like, if I left anything up there, Lucas will chew it to pieces, you know?
We need to get that kid a muzzle.
Yeah.
This is your inside muzzle. You can drink through the straw for your water.
Yeah, believe me, if it was my decision, I wouldn't have any pets. I mean, you get like used to them and accustomed to them, and you love them because they're like children almost. But it's like when you go to the park and you see somebody else's kid, you're like, fuck that kid. I don't know that kid. Like, I mean, that's how I am. You know, it's like I don't know them, so I don't care. Like, really, and that's how I feel about animals. Like, I just don't like them, but they're mine. I guess I like them. My wife brings them home.
Oh, Mrs. Bootlegs. Oh, that's right. You got the studio cat.
Yeah, Jack's down here all the time, rolling around in the fucking resin dust.
Justin wants to know if you've worked with turbopork.
No, I haven't worked with turbopork, but I am very familiar with his work, and his work rocks. I see it on a bunch of my friends' artwork on their figure packaging stuff. I'd work with him if he wanted to work with me. I was actually just looking at his work like earlier today, and I was like, God, I should fucking holler at that dude. So if that is turbopork, I don't know if it is, or turbopork personally, Justin, send him my way and see if he wants to party, on something. I would work with him in a heartbeat.
We gotta get all these 3D artists to team up too. We gotta get Fotis working. I mean, he did all the hard stuff because I was like, you gotta talk to Peter, and he's like, I'm gonna make
that's
this.
Beautiful, man. That sculpt is so gorgeous. I just need to print it at full scale to get some of the details.
I also need a bigger resin printer. Like, the one thing that I need is a bigger. Like, I have 2 small ones that print the same size, and I'm like, be sure nice to have a bigger one.
Even if you do an FDM print of it, I'd still like to see one.
Yeah, I did an FDM of the original sculpt. I haven't messed with the new.
See, I haven't seen that. I knew you had one. I
was gonna drop one off to you, and then like diseases spread all over America. So
right,
we've been ravaged. And then what else? Like get Vedran to do something. Vedran ran away. He's all hiding. And Chris Frieze. You got 3 of the big names in designing 3D art here in the chat. while I'm digging through Super 7's website, ordering stuff from Toxic Avengers, because freaking love Toxic Avenger. See, Chris Frieze is here. Oh man, they got Rocky action. Oh my God, they've got the robot from Rocky. Bally's robot.
Yeah, isn't
Oh,
that
man.
funny? Yeah, they do
Yeah.
some cool shit. Like anybody who's not familiar with Super 7, like go check out their website. I guarantee you'll find dozens of things that you're like, I need this in my life.
Yeah.
100%.
Vedran was listening to us in a park with a bunch of loud kids.
Oh, when I was talking about
Oh,
how
Jan just soda. We got another artist over here. Jan did. I normally have it next to me. I usually have a couple of his pieces. I have his. God, that's not fair. Like normally I have everyone's work next to me, but all I have here is Fotis's Flash. That's all I have over here for prints. Let's see here. So Robbie Mack got a buddy I went to school with named Jason Freeney who does sculpts of
Yeah, I
pop
know
culture
Jason.
figures. See?
I know Jason. Yeah, he's a great artist. Yeah, phenomenal.
You guys know all these people. Like I know Peter and Wizard Cleave.
Mike.
Yeah. I still have his little patch on my disc golf bag.
Oh yeah.
The wizard one that everyone's like, is that a vagina?
I think it is. Because,
Jumping streams. What other stream could be going on that's better than listening to an actual artist?
that's fine, man.
And we got Jan and Chris Frieze and Wexter and Robbie and Fotis and 3D Obsession, and I mean we got everybody up in here.
Hell yeah, man.
We got the cool people in this club.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Listen to me and sticking with it while my internet was like shitting out earlier. Man.
It's so funny, man. It's like we sat there for 30 minutes before the stream started, just jaw jacking.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Riley's is he still going on his Patreon stream? I thought that was at 11. You kids in your long streams. All the cool kids. Hey, we got Bob in here. Stream jump. Man, you guys are gonna have to like rewind this and get like the full package of internet going in and out and information. Because like there's action figures involved that I think I 3D printed a small one of these, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, and I made a bunch of them. I actually had one next to me when I was upstairs to say, you know, because you've seen like I have the actual wax sculpt of that.
Yeah.
And then that was 3D scanned and then sent overseas to make that figure. And then so I had the 3D files, and I think when you first started getting into 3D printing, you were like, hey dude, I know you've got a bunch of 3D sculpts. I've photographed them forever. Send me some files. And then you printed me like a mini version of that guy, and then I made molds of it and I've made a bunch of them. But yeah, that's the wonders of 3D printing and 3D sculpting. You know, I love that you can take something and make it bigger, make it smaller. You know, like this. I just knocked my airbrush down.
No. There you go. Chris Frieze wants to know if you're going to learn how to do ZBrush and sculpt.
I mean, I've messed with it a bunch of times. I've never done, I guess, anything that I've pushed all the way to production stage, I guess. But this was, I was going to say, like this little guy is like a large scale version of a figure. And then Chris made me like a little version of it that I made like another, you know, like that's why I love having 3D files of stuff, because you can make multiple revenue streams off one sculpt, versus having, you know, a physical thing which it's awesome too. You know, but the state, like I had to have the one like that sculpt of that figure we're holding like scanned, and then I mean it was just a big to do when it could have just probably been sculpted it digitally initially because it had to be like resculpted after the scanning to tighten everything up that was lost in that scan, even though it was
all
like
the detail.
a really great scanner, you know. But yeah, that whole thing was like a pain in the ass.
I remember. I was there listening.
Because I got
but then
like
it came out.
Yeah, now it's beautiful, but it just took a while. That was like a kind of, you know, I mean, everything has its hurdles, you know.
Yep.
And everything's a life, like a learned lesson, you know, with making this stuff and
Are you going to get
know.
into sculpting yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I do all the time.
I mean,
Not
like
digitally,
digital.
though. Oh no, I mean, I would like to. I do have, you know, a few programs on the computer that we mess around with. I'm trying to get my kids interested in it early, you know, to where
that's a good idea.
Yeah, you know, and then so we've, you know, just as school's been out since the coronavirus hit, we've done like a few things where it'd be like we just would follow a tutorial online and be like, okay, that was our art class for today or whatever, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, try and nurture them into doing stuff, then I can reap all the benefits. Let's say, hopefully, you know.
When you're old and you can't see the screen very good, you're like, son, can you design me this thing? And
Yeah,
it's like
dude.
3 seconds later, boom.
I mean, I've watched a bunch of artists like that did things in the, you know, long time ago, and then their kids like grow up and like take over the thing and like still go with the thing. You know, I'll be like, fuck. Hopefully, like 20 years from now, my son's doing stuff with my characters. You know,
he's gonna take over the Phantom Starkiller lineage
or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool just to kind of involve everybody.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
He'll have you play in the movie.
I would have somebody like I don't know, Brad Dourif or somebody.
Yeah, Brad Pitt play you.
No, I'm talking about like an actual like movie. You know, I would want like Brad Dourif to do his voice.
Oh,
Mark Hamill, that'd be cool.
Oh, Mark Hamill's got a good voice for shows, man. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it, man. We're gonna get these.
Cool,
all these kids are stream jumping right now, but
yeah, we'll have to do this again and have it where it's not shitty like that was at the beginning.
Yeah, you could be the Stan Lee cameo guy, like when your kid.
Yeah, I was like trying, like the computer I was on, because like I was just gonna plug the internet right into the computer.
Yeah.
Like I was on my daughter's Chromebook because it has nothing on it. And it's like lightning fast for a lot of things. Versus my computer, and I was like, what the fuck? This stupid thing has like no jacks. Like you couldn't do anything to it. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. Welcome to Chromebooks, man. They do one thing. They go on the internet.
Yeah. So I've been writing my script on that because it is so much.
I should invite Peter to the After Dark shows.
Tons of programs in the background, like Photoshop and Illustrator and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we do like probably 2-3 times a week. One of us will run like just a random like hangout with people streams.
Oh yeah, I'd love to do that if you ever
you ever want usually at night, like 8-9 o'clock, and then Vedran over here, he should get you on there. He does it earlier because he's in Croatia.
So that's like usually when I'm like now where I'm like most active is like once everybody, my wife, my 2 kids go to sleep.
Yeah.
Now that
you go to work and you're like printing more faces.
Yeah, doing something.
Yeah, pressure pot while everyone's in bed.
Yeah, well, I'll fill up my tank. I have you've seen my
your bigger one that you got finally.
I can fill up my compressor and then I just like put the pressure back in and out of it, like so I don't have to turn it on ever during the night. I'll just like pull all the air out of it and push it all back in, like over and over.
I'll send you links. I'll have to add you to our Discord. Do you Discord?
I don't. I know. I hear about it on YouTube all the time. People talking about people's Discords, but I don't know what it is.
Oh man, we'll have to get you up in the Discord.
We should get some Discord.
Yeah, that way I can send you a link. I'll have to add a Phantom Starkiller emoji. I don't paint my 7-tier does for me. Ah, yeah, because you can add your own emojis. So I've been. I need to make a veteran emoji. Oh, so many bad things to do. All right, Peter. So everyone needs to go to killerbootlegs.com. Everyone needs to go to super7.com.
PhantomStarKiller.com.
You've got a PhantomStarKiller.com?
Yeah.
Phantom
Yeah.
Star
That's
Killer.
actually like, instead of going to Super 7, I mean, you can do that, but this is like, right, you just can click and it goes right to their website with my things. I mean, that's just
Nice.
what I did, so it was easiest. But
it's so cute. You've even got sticker sheets.
Yeah, I just did like had a shirt that we released and then we just took that down. So yeah.
I need to get me a
I've got some for you, dude. Next time you come over, I've got that t-shirt of the thing for you still sitting here.
I've got a t-shirt for you in my car still. John went to or maybe I gave that to you. John went to Salvation Army and found an OG Killer Bootlegs t-shirt.
Did he really?
Yeah, and he bought it, and he's like, "Give this back to Peter."
I probably fucking dropped it off there. I do that periodically, just thinking like then it'd be cool to see some like hobo in Rockford years from now rocking one of my shirts, you know?
Yeah, I think your sticker's still up on the window at the old studio.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, well, now cool, we got more. Look, Michael just rolled in as we're all leaving. So yeah, everyone, Super 7, PhantomStarKiller.com, KillerBootlegs.com. Yep. Follow Peter on. I mean, he's on Twitter, but go on Instagram because like he'll post like every day and you crazy stuff. And Wexter, you need to start bugging Peter, and Fotis need to start bugging Peter more to make stuff. See, Richard Crook's over here got all this stuff, and he doesn't. He's like, how do I make it work? That's for another stream. So, anything you want to say before we head out, Peter?
Yeah, just thanks for having me, and thanks for everybody listening and tuning in. Everything. Super thankful, super grateful for everything that's going on in my life. Appreciate all the love, everyone.
I'm excited for you, game, especially when I start reading your comic book, because I know Robbie Mack will start buying your comic book. He's dark. He's a
yeah. I mean, it's gonna be. I have distribution through Diamond, so everybody around the world can go get them once it comes out. Just go to your local comic book store and ask for it.
Dang. Fotis is going to buy one. He's going to be like, I'm in Greece reading Killer Bootleg's comic book.
Yeah, 100%. Like Diamond distributes throughout the whole world. So, and now that came back recently, it'll be all good.
I'm ready. I'm ready to actually read again. I don't read anymore. I just look at pictures all day.
Yeah, I hope people read it instead of looking at the pictures, because I'm putting so much fucking time and energy into making it like the best I can. You guys have no idea. I literally slave over the fucking script every day, and I've made like tons of revisions, like to make every single word count. So I really hope people do read it, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna look at the pictures too, but I'm gonna read.
Yeah, 100%. Like the pictures are everything. The pictures I've been seeing that we've been that have been coming out, everything's fucking gonna be so killer, dude.
Nice.
So killer. I mean, that's the name. I'm trying not to wear it out. So
that's the. All right, man. Peter, chat, everyone. Happy Saturday. Stay out of trouble, and we'll talk to you all later.
Thanks, man.